A Wisconsin mom stranded in Mexico is asking the I-Team for help.
She's separated from her children and her husband, all because she tried to do the right thing. Courtney Garish is here with an emotional story. Courtney.
Mike and Carole, this family reached out to us. They are frustrated and in some ways feel duped by our country. And it doesn't matter where you sit on the immigration debate. It is tough to ignore one local family's pain. Children now without their mother, all because she wants to better her family.
We need to fix this.
Lawmakers battling it out in the nation's capital.
Down with deportation.
People on both sides protesting.
It's a city of lies.
This is the fight over immigration reform.
That's Mom's mom.
But hundreds of miles away from Washington, D.C., in Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin, a different kind of immigration struggle is taking place. What do you miss the most?
Her smile, her laugh.
Minerva Green has been separated from her children more than a year now. In the U.S. 20 years, Minerva married a U.S. citizen 10 years ago and had a family.
I feel like I'm duped by my country.
Her husband, Jeff, has been forced into the role of single parent. Minerva went back to her home country of Mexico last July and has been stuck there ever since. Under current immigration law, you have to leave in order to come back. When you first started this, what did they tell you
They
time
told
frame?
us 3 to 4 months. We don't know why they're keeping her there.
What Minerva was forced to leave behind is breaking her heart.
I don't have the main thing in my heart, which is with my kids.
I talked to Minerva by phone about her 4 boys, ages 6 to 15.
So I miss Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all of those good things.
What is your worst fear in all this?
That I'm not coming home.
For now, Minerva does the best she can over the phone.
Angel. What? I miss you.
But being without their mom for this long is taking its toll.
I've been crying a little. This morning I woke up and started to cry.
Minerva's family has no other choice than to make do, and it's been a long year, especially with 10-year-old Ivan, who is autistic. Jeff works late, so a family friend steps in after school, and then the oldest, Alex, takes over until Dad gets home.
They haven't seen me, break down as much because I'm mostly the big brother here. And they just look up to me like they want me to be strong.
A disabled veteran, Jeff is disappointed in his country.
My wife's not a criminal. She's never been in trouble. She should have never had to go back.
The law is not set up to allow lawful immigration by anyone who is physically present in the country.
Ed Falone teaches immigration law at Marquette and broke down the law for us. Right now, if you're undocumented and have been in the U.S. more than a year, you have to leave the country to apply for a visa, and there's a 10-year ban on reentry. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, like Minerva, you can apply for a waiver, but it's risky.
I think lawyers who advise individuals in that situation stress that leaving the U.S. carries the risk you may never be allowed to return.
Minerva and Jeff have had to document every aspect of their lives to the U.S. government.
We proved that I'm going to work every day. We proved that she's the mom of the children.
13 pounds of paperwork and $24,000 later, there is still no news, leaving this family with no choice but to wait and hope.
We love you so much, so we just got to get you here.
Some good news tonight, though. We did just learn Minerva was issued a waiver. Her husband is headed to Mexico tonight. She has an appointment with the U.S. consulate in Juarez Monday. So Minerva could actually have her visa and be back home in the U.S. next week. Some hope for this family that for a whole year has just been struggling.
Yes.
That's terrible. No, Courtney, a lot of people think that this process has to change. Does immigration reform address that at all?
It does, in part. So the bill that just passed the Senate, it allows undocumented people already in America to stay in the U.S. and earn their citizenship. And that is one of the sticking points for those opposed to the Senate's bill. Many speculate the House will draft its own immigration reform rather than pass that bill. So we're still stuck on immigration reform.
This is a long way from being settled. In the meantime, it would be nice if Minerva could get back to see her kids.
Hopefully in the next week. They're all very excited.
That'd be good.
Thank you, Courtney. Well, Minerva's friends and family reached out to us. She wanted us to shed light on all of the red tape. And if you have something you want us to investigate or you see something that doesn't seem right, we want to know about it. Send your tips to tmj4.com/iTeam. You ask, we investigate.
Tomorrow.